We said that Empire should clean up their game. We said that maybe they should go for something that can play a little bit faster, a little bit less greedy. And would you look at it? They took our advice. They did it. It was a strong going for Empire compared to game one. It was a different team. Sure, it was going better. It gelled a lot better than draft number one, and they tied the series 1-1 here in an elimination match as we are in the lower bracket here for the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9 here with Fogg and Owen. Owen, why was Empire so much better this game compared to previous one?
Well, I think, as Fogg said at the back, we were just a bit dumb, really, with our prediction.
We were very dumb with our prediction.
We should have actually looked at the draft and realised, dang on, there is a Razor against the Lifestealer. There's a Tiny. And as it turned out, there is a Ghost Stick Enigma, which proved to be a pretty damn good.
Yeah. Ghost Stick he was perfect with his gameplay this time around. They got the lanes they wanted to. And yeah, it wasn't even just like the Razor versus Lefty, it's the Razor versus Underlord. So FN had
as well,
FN just had like a pretty open game. Yeah, I was like, as soon as we went back, I was just like, we both said Immortals. What the hell are we thinking?
We were just testing the chat, you know. Just making sure the chat got their predictions right.
Yep. I'm sure
that was definitely poorly done on our part. But yeah, overall, Empire they played a lot better this time. Even Yoko on the Sanking was a lot more active. The Bane Sanking, they heavily punished this Gyrocopter in the mid lane. And I mean, this Tiny was definitely an issue. He shut down a lot of the aggression early on. And then Ghost Stick, of course, carried with those very nice black holes.
Yeah, you have selected a replay for us, I think, as well.
I actually just selected one because, I mean, this one wasn't like the game ender or anything. This one was just like, no, this one wasn't. I mean, this one was just another one where he just lands like another perfect black hole. Like
and he comes.
3 heroes caught it again. This was when I think the Razor ported bottom to split push. You see on the minimap there, and they try to take a fight. Immortals, they try to move out of their base and actually take a fight with a numbers advantage, but still just get absolutely decimated because of that substantial gold advantage that we see up here, and just getting every single time getting those black holes on all 3 big heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Game looked real hard. I also have this is a little besides the point, but I've actually seen Gyro Lifestealer in the past, and I don't really think it has that good of a record together. I could be completely. I didn't actually look at the stats. I'm just saying this off of a whim. But if someone can actually check.
I'm sure someone would be willing to check that.
I feel like these don't win.
No, I mean, I sort of get the same feeling. Because I think, you know, for one point, it didn't have that sort of combo potential in terms of the pickoffs that you look for with a Lifestealer lineup.
There's no infest.
There's no, you know, who's taking the Lifestealer around?
It's like the Tusk, right? You don't really want to be snowball and infesting. That's really awkward.
Yeah.
That's not really one of those ideals.
It just felt a little disconnected that, and yeah, we saw it in the game. And Empire, you know, we saw it at the start. The fire in FN's eyes. You know, he was not ready to lose the game of Dota, and he did not lose the game of Dota too. He won it.
He had I mean, I don't know how many kills he ended up. I saw he was 10-2 and 6 at one point. I think he ended up having more kills than that. But yeah, he had a very good impact in the game. But for me, the MVP was definitely Ghost Stick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Perfect black holes every time.
Absolutely, Ghost Stick. Yeah.
Was there a Twitch MVP
did we have a Hex?
for this
Hex
game?
I don't think we did. Did we
two as well? Because I'm not sure if we
really
started
did
it.
one,
so.
didn't we?
Oh, we do.
did?
There you go. It's Velo.
Hey, still the Knicks fans from game one. I like it.
It was still the Knicks. Ghost Stick's up there though. I think Ghost Stick definitely put into play there for that.
Yeah.
For that MVP. Yeah, he was on fire. So it was much better now. Immortals are gonna have to readjust.
They really do. Game one, it was already a very slow game. It was slow from both teams. Adjustment came from Empire. They played a lot faster, and I guess it's time for Immortals to try and get some speed up in there as well. But they can play fast. You've casted them during the qualifiers. Was that the same type of play they played there?
Yeah, and you know what hero they played fast with?
Owen's obsessed with PA.
I just want to see a PA. You know?
Owen's obsessed with the hero.
It's not gonna happen.
I think like the Tusk and everything. The Tusk is fine, all that, but I think these 3 cores. It's hard to make plays so much around them when you're versus these matchups. Like, sure, traditionally you'd be like, sure, Gyro's great at killing, Lifestealer, they're good at killing, but when you're playing versus a Tiny, when you're playing versus a Razor, these heroes that are actually incredibly good versus those cores, it makes the game much harder.
I believe you've also selected the core matchup.
Yeah.
To be like the most important matchup to be this one, Ghost Stick versus Velo.
Yeah.
Velo on the Underlord, I mean, he had a couple of nice escapes, I think.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
That was about it.
A couple of unfortunate ones as well, with the timing just wasn't there to a lot of the situations.
But you don't
take the Lifestealer out as well. But that's
you don't pick an Underlord to be able to escape situations.
I
you also
mean,
want to.
I mean, some
Sure, but
yeah,
you
you
also
wanna-
want to be able to win. You know, you can't assume
Sure.
that you're going to be on the back foot.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think Vila did a bad job. I think he just had a hard game, as we said. You know, the
Yeah.
Razor
Yeah.
game against him, as you saw there, his GPM and XPM were fine. Like, he was farming, he was pushing out the lanes.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
had
just a hard game with the draft that they
I
had.
had some concerns, to be honest, with the itemization as well. He went
Okay.
for like Atos, which I mean, in the last time he played Underlord, he went Dominator, and I love Dominator versus Enigma.
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
think that would have been the big game changer, but also for MP, he went for the traditional, well, old, no, not traditional anymore, but old traditional lifesteal build, the armlet into like S and Y. And he's versus Razor,
Yeah.
so the game is just
You're not going to be
real
able to mount
hard.
fight with that.
Yeah. So I think like just a lot of adjustments for Immortals. Just I think this one they just made some mistakes, big mistakes coming up between like items, movements, etc. And Empire punished it.
Well, this is where we decide the
Oh,
better
yeah.
team, right? Who
Yeah.
can adjust
Who can
better? Dota is all about making the adjustments on the go and tweaking your play, your heroes
So-
accordingly to the series.
So
I mean, I
they,
Immortals, I think you're still pretty solid with opening with Febby Tusk in one of the two.
yeah, I think.
Sure, I didn't win last game, but I
also-
think it's the hero he's having the best performance with on this lane.
And this is an adjustment now too, because Immortals the last time they were afraid about giving the Omni Knight, and this
Yeah.
time now Empire doesn't even take it, and they do take out this. They ban the Tiny, so they don't want to be dealing with that
And of
early
course,
aggression.
Empire taking the Rubik will certainly make Immortals think twice about if they really want to pick an Omni Knight into
Yeah.
This is how you look protected. Now they
Yeah.
can take Rubik and then Omni Knight
Yeah,
if they want on Empire, or they can do
oh,
Rubik
that's-
Sanking, or
Yeah.
they've got their protection of the spell steals.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Right,
right. If
yeah.
you want Rubik and Omni, you just pick. You had to pick Rubik first.
Yeah.
In the sort of.
Oh,
Ooh, so something a little different.
Very
Io
different.
Razor.
Io Razor. So the Immortals Io. I mean, what do you think about that? Have we seen these guys do some stuff with the Io in the past? Fogged off the top of your head, is this a team that can make it work? Because we've seen Io with some teams where if they don't quite know what it can fall apart very quickly.
Yeah, they played it. They've what? I think both of them play it, right? Fabi and Dubu.
Yeah, I think so too. It's been a while though. I mean, I just have MVP Phoenix flashbacks when I see the IO, and they had the IO bristleback all the time.
And
Yeah,
the Io Bristol.
they used to.
I did, didn't they? Empire, they'll grab themselves the Gyre as the second pick. I mean, it definitely a draft where we could still see an Omni come through from Empire. And maybe put off a bit by the Razor. They might want something else against that in that sense.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
But I do like the Immortals do grab the Razor here earlier. Because last draft, what we saw Empire take is later on in the draft, as it was sort of forgotten about in the earlier stages. But that game too, certainly a bit of a wake-up call to Immortals in the sense that they've got to respect Razor.
Empire actually bans the Omni.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They don't want it. They don't want Immortals to have it either. And Immortals, with good reason, since they have Razor, they take out Death Prophet. That hero is just way too good versus Razor.
Doesn't it feel like a bit of a whim? Every time I see a team that has Rubik ban an Omni Knight, it always just feels a bit like,
But it's like
You know, it's
it's just in case ban.
surely there are other bans that are more valuable. Because if you're a team, are you really picking an Omni Knight into a Rubik? I mean, there's sort of the success with that. It's not going to be that high, surely.
They had Rubik the first game versus Omni, right? And they lost.
True.
So maybe.
Yeah,
and I think
I guess they're
also,
thinking about, yeah.
I think also
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like
basis.
Razor versus Gyro. Gyro can do well versus Razor because you have a lot of
Sure,
burst damage
yeah,
and all that.
Razor
But
Omni
with a
is-
repel,
sure,
you like
yeah.
close the gap onto that Gyro and it changes
Okay.
the matchup.
Another offlaner removed on the side of Empire. Beastmaster out of the pool.
Yeah, IO Beastmaster, the NA Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And Immortals, they take out that Queen of Pain. We saw that a lot in the qualifiers, right? Team that has Razor, they ban out the Illusion Heroes and the like Queen of Pain.
And I like
They go
this
straight
as
for
well.
the top.
They just get Fabi the Tusk again. So, yeah, Dubu Wire, Fabi Tusk. As we say, just something that he's shown to feel pretty stable on this lap.
Yeah.
Sure, last game wasn't as great, but game one, we had a strong showing from Fabi on Tusk.
I really like being able to hear everybody here. This is actually cool. It kind of throws you off a little bit because you're like thinking of heroes,
Yep.
and you get like a little hint of what they're talking about, and you're like, oh god.
I find the balance really difficult. Sometimes I just, I tune out of the conversation that you two have. No offense, because I'm trying to hear how they are communicating.
No, it's cool.
Not even to see what heroes they're gonna pick, but more like what their thought process might be behind certain picks.
Yeah, like listening to Secret yesterday was really interesting because I'm just hearing like, oh, Phoenix is really good here. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what the hell is going on right now?
And there was a bad happening. So, oh, that's bad news.
I really want to know as well from that game. Like, obviously, who's making the call? Like, is Mid one happy about the fact that he has to play Phoenix Mid, or is he going, my goodness, what the hell's going on?
He seemed fine with
He
it.
probably,
I mean,
he probably
they
wants
won, of course. But in the lane, it was rough. Disruptor for Empire, so response to obviously any sort of team that wants to play the Aya.
Rubik Disruptor on the same team.
So that means that Rubik is going to be played as the 5, or is it just fairly greedy?
That'd be a 5 Disruptor, wouldn't it?
5 Disruptor?
Probably 5 Disruptor, yeah.
Yeah?
And they picked the puck directly into it, too.
Okay, yeah, pretty quickly as well. So Immortals were prepared with that, and the Disruptors are not, apparently not a hero that's going to throw them off doing that anytime soon.
Way to start the fight, right? With the puck.
10 seconds remaining.
And what we would imagine that is the offlane puck. You think Susie's hero is still going to come as the last pick, or does he play the Razor in this lineup?
I think he could also play the puck. But I think
He could play the puck. It could be
he
the
likes playing those in course mid as well. But I think we don't really know exactly. It could be either mid or offlane. I think traditionally, though, what are the big 2 carries here? The Lifestealer is left in the pool, as well as the Juggernaut for Immortals. So Lifestealer and Jug, they're very strong versus Gyrocopter
yeah,
and
they're
Disruptor.
so good against Gyro. We saw what Immortals lose yesterday again, where they had the Gyro.
Yeah.
And Juggernaut was picked against them.
I think
and
one of
just
the two.
trashed it.
Yeah, I think one of the two for Immortals is absolutely ideal.
I like
Jug
Jug.
or Jug or Lifestealer would be really nice to fit their lineup.
I think Jug. I mean, in terms of just overall, Jug versus Lifestealer, is there a carry that you feel just works better? I know it's hard to top because of all the different drafts you can see them in, but is there a carry you prefer at the moment?
I think it all depends on what you're playing against.
Sure.
Right?
You'd say they're pretty even in terms of games they work. You wouldn't.
If you
I
have
just
a
feel
good
Jug's
infest,
got more options.
Jug has more options,
Yeah.
but I think if you have an infest carrier like Puck,
Okay, sure.
I think it might raise that lifesteal a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And versus like Rubik Disruptor, like these 2 heroes versus Lifestealer is pretty bad. Which versus Jug, they can be okay, because then Rubik can actually get some good steals. But the Jug also works well with the Immortals lineup because they have IO, so they get the double benefit from Healing Ward.
I mean, one of the 2 is going to get banned, right?
I think one of the 2 will definitely get banned, yeah. But I think they'll take the other one if Immortals will take the opposing.
So you got the PL.
Well, okay.
So, Illusion Hero versus Razor.
Very good. They don't really have. I mean, you got the Plasma Field, the AoE from Puck, but late game at least, if that PL gets tanky, you don't really have anything to punch through the illusions.
Yeah.
Which Immortals might look to
10 seconds remaining.
with their last pick. And Jug can certainly offer that a bit more than Lifestealer, getting the Battle Fury on him.
So yeah, Jug or Lifestealer or for Immortals, and well, for Empire, they need that Ghostic hero.
Or if we are looking at maybe if they do want to put the Puck off, or at least, if we're looking at a world where they're still looking for MP's hero, could MP in the past, he's played Lone Druid, right, hasn't he?
Yes,
They want to
he
go for
has.
sort of the Lone Druid.
Yeah.
I know he has done that, like Lone Druid and Lycan were 2 of the heroes that he played.
Could you not slip a
Secret.
Lone Druid in? Sort of 5th for Immortals? Or do you think it might be something they're just not confident with?
Not sure.
10 seconds remaining.
This is a final ban from Immortals being the Sand King.
We had Yoki on all games so far.
Okay.
And they banned out the Sven, actually.
Alright,
So both Lifestealer and Jug are still in.
Cleave
Yeah,
through the PL, Sven
Good
IO.
versus, it's Sven IO, it's good versus PL and Gyrocopter, right? The armor from Warcry and the cleave versus PL.
Yeah, does it also, the PL pickup also mean that maybe the preference for Immortals goes to the Juggernaut over the Lifestealer because of the potential Battle Fury pickup and all that against PL?
Coming up, but we've seen that Radiance Lifestealer now
Yeah.
be that thing, so
That
which is
works
very
as
good
well,
versus PL.
Yeah, you've got, I think as you said, those 2 both are still
Are still good.
fine. So Empire,
Looking for a
What's
Ghostic
that
hero.
Ghostic hero?
what does Ghostic want to do this game?
He wants to play Nature's Prophet.
Okay.
So a bit of the wrap potential and a bit of a way to react to sort of any sort of plays made by the Aya.
Really relying on their supports for the catch and team fight.
But again, isn't that sometimes the thing that we see teams not really wanting to do? Pick a Nature's Prophet into an Io, because Io can certainly have strengths against the MP.
Yeah, the rat is kind of
'Cause you
nullified because you can teleport to
It
him.
works both ways. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
So
yeah.
the Nature's Prophet could go where the IO is, but the other way around, a bit more reliably, IO can bring in people to put a stop to the Nature's Prophet plays.
Yeah.
So let's see. A good strong pairing for the IO they want to finish off with. Ideally something as well that's going to be able to deal with the illusions of P out. What do they want to do?
I actually heard them talk about PA.
I mean, I want to
I'm
see
not even kidding.
this is the hero that Immortals win games with, and like no one else does. The PA, they've got an IO to back it up, Is it a good game? I mean, if the PA doesn't get a good timing on the BKB, it's a hard
It
game,
is-
but they've done it.
Okay.
They did
They've
do it.
done it.
I mean,
They've done the PA.
Okay,
I'm
guys.
so surprised they didn't pick the Juggler Lifestealer versus this lineup.
I mean,
Oh, and
it's
you've been
Immortals.
hyping this up the whole
I
day.
was like, are you guys gonna randomly pick PA? I would consider this a game to do so, because
And
I
it
think
is
there's
the-
definitely things as a PA you have to be a bit scared of.
Yeah, and it's the puck mid. And the Razor off lane.
So they picked the PA. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna have to get Battle Fury on the PA this game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an easy game for the PA.
I mean, if he gets BKB, right? It's,
Sure, if he gets BKB, he's got to get the B.
Can't really die.
It feels like there's a lot of items he needs, but
Fucked. Who is gonna take this game and who is gonna be eliminated because of it? It's a tough call.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Empire this time.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah?
gonna switch it up. Yeah, I know Owen's probably gonna go
I mean,
for
I've
the PA.
been calling for the
I know he wants the PA.
Immortals.
You gotta
all
go
week,
for
so
Immortals.
I've got to go with Immortals.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're gonna have. They've got a plan. They've just picked their PA.
Yeah, but
You know,
this sounds like
this
a
is like
decent
their
game
their
as well.
their
It's pretty.
trap
It's,
card.
yeah.
It's-
I mean, I think all three have been. I mean, second one was a little bit stumpy, but they've been pretty close. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
All right, let's see what's gonna happen in game 3 here and see who is the first team to get eliminated. It is over to Capitalist and Blitz.
That's right, one of these teams is going home, and it seems like Immortals have banked their entire hopes of the DreamLeague tournament on a Phantom Assassin, a signature hero for them.
Keep the spirit of Korean Dota alive. Pick the Phantom Assassin, run at people. This is a run at you hero. Make no mistake about it. This is the kind of style that we've come to be so accustomed to seeing.
Do you think it actually works here? Good versus Gyro, I'll give you that, but does a Battle Fury PA really beat PL?
I'm not sure.
Well, I guess we're about to find out, huh?
I'm sure he battles fine against a lot of these heroes, but Battle Fury is like the most value item that he's going to get all game.
Yeah.
It's going to do so much in this game. Like, oftentimes I'm not a fan of these like Battle Fury cores, but
This one, he's up against a Furion as well as a Phantom Lancer, so a lot of incentive to pick up that item. So feels like this Immortals lineup is really going to hit its peak once we have Battle Fury, BKB, PA.
yeah, I'm just a
And
fan of PA in general. She's such a fun hero.
Is that the spirit of Immortals running through you? You just like the aggressive nature of the hero.
Man, they ran through me in Korea, so by all means.
Did they?
Yeah. We got him good for me and Purge. Okay. Straight up just a nice run. We got him good in the beginning, but you know, when they decided that they were gonna try,
Once they were like, this Dota thing is pretty cool, I guess we could really get into it.
yeah, then we got some stuff happened. Zephyr never died, you know what I'm saying? All right, in this mid lane, Ryoya hasn't had the best series so far, but is playing puck in a pretty good puck game.
Is the matchup good for him as well? Gyrocopter versus Puck?
I'd imagine it's fine. You can dodge the missile every time.
Yeah.
It should be hard to kill as well. But fellow,
Musical lane's gonna occur here. Empire gonna swap up to the top lane.
yeah, I wonder what their ideal laning situation is. I'd imagine it's they want the Razor to be against the Nature's Prophet.
So he could just go and static drain him and deal with the treants with that extra damage. Oh, Orb is down. Puck has been caught. Rotation from Yoku may actually result in an early kill, but never mind. He's good. Has just enough HP. He's just gonna have to burn that healing salve.
So I mean hard kill. It's not easy for Nyx to set up on this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Most of the time it's going to be, the combo is like you rocket somebody and then the homing missile lands, you get a kill, but with Puck that makes that nearly impossible. Svebby gonna take some damage, but this aggro tri-lane shouldn't even be that bad against what Empire has.
Yeah. A Phantom Lancer, Disruptor, Rubik. Doesn't seem like the most threatening thing in the world. Dubu. Coming here to the bottom lane, feeling like his PA Wisp is going to be good enough. He wants to have a stun that really allows the Razor to threaten this Furion. Failing that, at least he'll pick up bounty runes. And he goes for the wraparound here. So Ghostic gonna have to play it pretty safe here. Make sure he can't get Ice Shard blocked with the Static Storm. They are going to be able to find the Wisp, though. Febby in big time trouble. Let's go of his tether. Tries to tether out of the kinetic field onto the range creep. But unfortunately for him, the range creep was actually too close for him to get that jump distance.
Yeah, the range creep has no idea that it did anything wrong. It's like beep.
Beep?
Yeah,
Isn't that the Wisp?
They all make beeps. PA trying to get aggressive, but unable to do so. You definitely aren't getting aggressive on the FN.
Yeah, not without your extra Tusk hero, right?
Good start, though, so far for Empire. They need to make something happen. When you do safe lane tri-lanes, like the goal is always to get kills. You're never happy with just trading even 2-on-3.
Yeah.
3-on-2, I should say.
And they do have an experience lead. FN, as a result, is already level 3, so his Lance is actually pretty devastating. But there is so much regen available for a Wisp lane. Oh no, the static link! It instantly gets canceled. That could have been a kill. They're still going to try for it here. Ghostic being blocked up as much as possible. Dubu holding on to the snowball, knowing that is if he uses that, Furion may be able to just TP out.
Oh no. He needed at least like 2 good seconds.
Yeah.
And that would have been enough. And in this mid lane, the Puck trading pretty evenly though with the gyrocopter. He's having a much better time than he did in the previous games. His MP gonna throw out the dagger, but cops a lot of harass. That's gonna send him back.
He is just holding on to that extra skill point, seeing if he needs to grab the W to be able to bounce out of this one. FN tries to go for the back line, go for the Wisp.
Yeah.
And here comes the Tusk, so they are going to be able to find a kill out of this one. Ice Shard blocking in Yoku, and a snowball.
The follow-up is there. Trying to give the last hit. Nope, didn't even attempt to. So Febby's going to pick up the last hit on that, and with the rune spawning, he's going to farm up that real fast, grab the bounty rune.
This is a fun Tusk game.
It
Because
is.
you have so much kill power against both the Furion with the Razor combination, and then you've got this tri-lane that you can roam into.
It just takes some time because your cores, like, they need levels.
Yeah.
Phantom Assassin kind of sucks to gank for because she deals no damage early on until she gets like prerequisite 2 items as Nyx. Gonna get Ice Sharded, but plenty of space out of that Igloo.
Mid lane's a little bit more difficult, just because Puck seems so low on damage nowadays.
Yes. It's because the change to the ult especially.
Yeah.
So that you need to force the break somehow.
Febby zips away, and Dubu sees an opportunity to be able to block some heroes in. He's going to be able to go for Maposhka first.
Nice
MP's
block.
going to join them as well. And Yoku, if he doesn't get out of here, he may be a second victim. He's actually going to get the telekinesis onto Febby. Now Febby does have a tether, so he'll jump over to MP, try to get some distance. FN does not have the Phantom Rush up anymore, so can't chase down that
They're
hero.
going for Yoku
Goes
now.
for the Doppelganger out, but they're going to try and catch the support instead. Dubu having the same kind of luck here, it seems, with the Ice Shards that Febby did, but they'll still be able to find the kill. Hopefully, maybe not. Ghostic is actually going to be able to jump in. Febby in big time trouble. He's already dead, surrounded by 4 heroes. Now it's Dubu who needs to try and get up, but they had the telekinesis, so MP, his TP was canceled, and all he's got is the hope that he's going to be able to get a Phantom Strike somewhere out of this one, but he's got no targets. Locked inside the kinetic field. Finally, a tether comes in, but it's a bit too late. All 3 of them, Immortals, get too aggressive, and they all die.
And it's just 0 damage right now on all 3 of those heroes. The PA's hitting so many times, but it just feels like it's not going anywhere. As Puck gonna open up onto Nyx, throws down the coil. Is there any more damage though?
There is nothing to force Nyx outside of this coil. They're gonna try and snowball, finish him up with the orb. That is going to be enough. Dubu in some trouble though. Looks like he's good though. Healing salve will save him from that Thunder Strike. Roya, more important that he lives, and it looks like he will not. Tries to go for the deny on the neutrals.
He might get it. No.
But no, Ghostic.
And he laughs for a second. Yoku on the other side of things. And this is going to open up some space for this Razor to continue to get some free farm. Score 3-5, but they are buying him quite a bit of time. And MP just needs a little bit more farm if he's going to be able to do anything. Like, they want to try to get aggressive with this PA, but she's not the best hero to do so when her attack damage is so low.
Yeah. They've got the phase boots now, the Furion. That'll allow him. Before we saw there was a lot of treant blocking. That was preventing him from getting good log static links. Now we're seeing it's actually Sprout that's going to be utilized that way. Still, though, it just threatens the Furion a whole lot more. They're going to fight this out, though, underneath the tower. Dubu, stuck inside the Sprout, has to go for a snowball. They will be able to take him out. The Furion ult actually does so much, they take the Razor as well.
And that is a huge pickup for them as Ghostic times that perfectly. Velo, I don't think he really wanted to go for that play either. He had already committed the static link. And Ghostic so far has been absolutely styling on this game. Score is 4-0-1. This is the hero that he's been pretty known for quite some time.
I think people need to respect the Furion ult more. Like, those later bounces do way more damage than it used to.
Yeah.
I think it does upwards of like 500 damage on some of the later bounces on level 1.
Empire certainly does not lack for damage at this phase of the game. As they are smoked up, they're going to try to make this move onto FN. It's not the easiest kill, though.
Such a hard hero to gank. He is going to be able to doppelganger. Holds on to it for the time being, waiting for the coil to be able to go out. The burst damage, though, is a bit too much.
Nice rotation.
They're good.
Yeah. Much better game from Ryoya already 8 minutes in. The last game, the last 2 games, it felt like he wasn't able to really go anywhere.
Zip around with a haste rune.
Nope.
Well, Poshka is not a hero you can catch, though.
They need to do something about Ghostic, though. It is a nice kill to go for the Phantom Lancer, but Ghostic is getting more space every single time. He even has the Treant behind the tower, very smartly to spot for the TPs coming in. And a much cleaner game from both sides so far. They're being a lot more active, at least.
He's got his ultimate if he wants to try and fight this one on the Furion. So the Phantom Lancer is going to go up to the top lane, spotted by the Razor. Doppelgangers to the side here. Velo is going to have some backup coming in from Empire. That's going to be the Gyrocopter coming in. The kinetic field is going to be locking him in inside of that jump from the Gyrocopter. A lot of burst damage coming out with the Rocket Barrage as well. A glimpse back. Febby actually goes to his original tether position. Does have another tether coming up soon. 1 second to be able to jump away. There's too many heroes around. He can't actually go anywhere. So Empire, they just bring the extra numbers up to this top lane. And Immortals just lose. There is actually no good exchange for them whatsoever. The Furion got a lot of damage on that safe lane tower while also being able to join that team fight.
When you don't have the puck there, it's so hard to commit for that Phantom Lancer the second time around.
Yeah.
But they had 2 cores committed, so people just had to sit behind them. And that's where Ghostic, the Nature's Prophet, is going to be so handy. He can wait till the last possible second, TP in, grab some kills, and it's not really any sort of investment at all.
Right.
The good news, though, for Immortals, if there is good news, it's only 1K, and this is the nature of Nature's Prophet, no pun intended, is that he is going to get you ahead. But this hero doesn't come with a lot of team fight. Not the best skills.
But Poshka has level 6 already, so they're going to go for a double support kill onto... Oh, nice snowball save, though. That was a great pickup from Dubu. It's now going to be 3-on-2. See if they can complete this kill on MP. He managed to get the jump away, so
nice
they go for the Sprout onto Dubu, preventing any further pursuit. Dubu giving up his life. Blocking some heroes in with the Ice Shard. MP will get away successfully.
But they need this puck right now, the hero highlighted, to make some moves. Whenever he goes somewhere, there's a kill. Whenever he doesn't, it feels as though they're just getting overrun right now by this Nature's Prophet.
He feels like he needs his Blink Dagger first, though.
Yeah. This is the downside. It kind of feels like their game yesterday where Velo was playing the Beastmaster. They're putting a lot of these hopes onto this one hero right now.
Yeah.
MP just trying to desperately catch back up. They did not expect Poshka to already be level 6 at 10 minutes into the game, but it has been very fast-paced. He's been involved in a lot of these kills, or at least nearby. And Ghostic, 5-0-3, going to compound that by taking a tower. Nice and easy.
He was level 6 before MP's PA was. Not a great sign for Immortals. So they're going to need their Razor and Puck.
Career snipe up at top.
Oh, didn't quite get it. Managed to activate the Divine Shield on that Courier in time.
Yeah, but Ghostic is just, in this game, has been everywhere. But here's
Katsu
the
with the
attempt.
coil. Here comes Dubu. Ice Shard blocking him in. It's going to try and snowball dodge a little bit of this damage. Febby in the back line, though, is taking so much. Homing Missile is going to be enough to finish him off. Roya is so low, he can't go for the kill on Nyx either. He's going to walk away safely from this one. And Ghostic, he's going to try and pounce here. Nice. The orb coming out from Yoku actually goes to the back line. Roya, what was that orb?
He got glimpsed back.
Oh, he got glimpsed back.
And Ghostic, once again, so aggressive with these TPs, coming in from behind. They thought it was going to be an easy kill. Nyx held his ground. That is 3 heroes down on the side of Immortals. That was supposed to be a very easy engagement for them. 1,500 gold change overall. Ghostic so far, man of the match top of the net worth chart too.
The fact that they got their Disruptor and Rubik online, they are having such a large impact in these team fights. The Static Storm as well as that Orb Steal. 2 different team fights have been won off of those. Now Glimpse back, another Static Storm, gonna be able to catch the Wisp. Ghostic. Happy with the pickoffs. They have to make sure they do get out of this one though. FN locked in, Doppelganger out of the coil, is gonna stay inside of it and snaps it on himself.
Much needed kill from Immortals. They needed to be able to slow down the momentum somehow. And the question now is, what do you get out of that? Getting the kill not gonna be quite enough as they have 2 cores in this mid lane. Thinking about it, they're pressuring this tower.
Kill the creep wave real quickly and no? Okay, I thought they were gonna use their cores to right click the mid tower, but apparently not.
Just gonna disengage out of it as they feel that the pressure on this bottom lane is gonna force them to move over, and I think this is the correct idea. It just means that the PL kill means a little bit less, but
right.
Kills are kills at this point when you're 5k behind. Can't complain too much.
Just gotta stem the bleeding here. All these side lane objectives that the Furion is forcing. This fast pace from Empire. Immortals are struggling to be able to keep up because they still need time for their heroes to be able to come online. Jump away to the orb. Yoku's gonna be okay. Relocate in from the Wisp without the PA.
First one of the game, and it is unsuccessful. It's now they're grouped up, trying to see what they can get out of this as Febby pushing forward, knows that he's gonna recall back in the other direction, but MP is being pinged wildly here as FN. Gonna just chuck the lance, go back as Ghostic.
Summon the Treants to be able to take up the tower shots. Roya is gonna be pulled back into the Static Storm, and his phase shift does not last long enough. He will instantly die inside of that Lightning Storm.
Yeah, now this mid tower exposed. Empire, they're all gathered up here. I'd imagine the plan is to go for the tower, but instead, looks like they're just gonna disengage, and similar to game number 2, it feels like they're okay with the pace. Just get the kills, get out. Trust in your cores.
Yoku uses the Orb Getaway to be able to steal a different spell. Seems like Empire just having a whole lot of fun right now with the Dota Plus emotes.
Are they spamming that?
Yeah, you haven't noticed?
No.
They're spamming the laughing ones. Look at that.
And it's like KP said yesterday, you gotta have one guy on your team. Like, that's your contribution. Spam out those emotes. It's positive energy that you bring into this world. It feels like you're mocking.
Every team needs a cheerleader?
Exactly.
Is that kind of what you're saying? Okay.
That would be you, Austin.
Thanks.
That's why you're on our veggie stack.
Thanks, dude.
Are scanning.
Merlini's here to bail us out in case we do anything stupid.
Uh-huh.
I make the play calls, and you're the guy that keeps things positive. Is Maposhka gonna get jumped on here?
Oh!
They're just immediately gonna get out, though.
They're full of positivity. They think they can actually take a fight right now, and that is not the case. They're going to be glimpsed back. Royo caught by the telekinesis immediately as he's pulled into his doom, and that is 2 heroes down. And Immortals have worked so hard. Look at that. They're just all spamming the laughs.
Yeah, they feel this game right now. They know they are quite far ahead. Maybe not to an exact number, but 8K is the lead right now as Velo.
8K is the lead. You could definitely feel
He completes it, but he's stuck?
Wow. That would have been such a good pickoff if he jumps forward and catches the Razor.
Oh, that would have been boss.
Yeah.
They are going to get him out. His team.
Team effort.
Yes. So right now, things are still looking quite dominant. Ghostic using his TP. Pick up both the bounty runes. Stay ahead of the game, young man.
Boy, he needs that Eul Scepter. Feels like that both in this game and the last one, where he was the Gyro, he just always needed to be one item ahead from where he actually was.
Yeah, I completely agree with that assessment. But I think there's too much right now on Ryoya.
Yeah.
Because the laning phase, at least at top, went not as planned.
Right.
So it was up to him to make those rotations. And he did early on, but it's like, where else is he supposed to go? Now it feels like he's forcing things because he's under pressure. It's like, I have to make something happen or my team's going to lose.
Just like the Puck Tusk play that they just made.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's like, you're making that play because you feel like you have to. So what other plays are we going to make at this game right now? They're pinging towards bottom, but getting kills is nice, but objectives are what matters in this game.
Roya, you can stick out here as long as you want, but I don't think you're killing that.
Poshka, he's setting this up. The Nature's Prophet
Ghost
TP is
is going
coming
to be
in.
here. He managed to get outside of the Static Storm, so they're going to have to go for a glimpse back play. See if the, oh no, Febby! He came in a little bit too early with that tether. He
And
tried to
Yoku,
go
he's
for the glimpse.
on the march.
Oh no, they're going to lose their, not just their PA, they're going to lose their Wisp as well. Failing to get the successful relocate out. He had to wait for the glimpse back.
And Yoku orbing forward, trying to grab something else. He knows that Velo's in the area. They might not know exactly where is now. Gonna complete the TP.
Meanwhile, we didn't see it, but Tusk actually almost died in the mid lane against the Phantom Lancer.
And Ghostic setting a trap up at bottom. Gets the Orchid off.
Orchid already. TP, he should be fine.
Yeah, Yoku tries to go for the instant.
I guess it's Yule Scepter too.
He is not underfarmed, Austin.
No, he is not.
Everyone on the side of Empire right now is feeling this game.
Kinetic Field blocking him out. Snowball in deep. Velo going to be able to sandwich with Dubu, trying to go
if
for
he
this
gets
kill,
this
but it comes
off.
back. TP out, he's safe.
Heads up play, Miposhka knows that both stuns were used on him. And now FN invised up here, trying to look for Febby. He would be the easy kill to go for. MP cannot protect him at this phase of the game, and he's going to go onto the low ground. Nope. Holds the high ground as FN looks a little bit reluctant to check up there, but now he's going to make his way up. The sentry going to spot him. Nothing lost, though.
5 to 20. 11,000 gold lead. Immortals are in a bind.
That is a blistering pace.
Yeah.
They are getting more than a kill a minute right now.
And they have a Phantom Lancer and a Gyrocopter. These heroes are not going to slow it down whatsoever. Meanwhile, Immortals heroes, well, they've got a Puck, a PA, Razor. All of those heroes are supposed to hit their stride about 20, 25 minutes. And I'm not sure how they're going to be able to do it so deep in the hole. There's another pickoff. It's Roya. Ghostic's Orchid.
Beyond godlike. Phenomenal performance so far from Ghostic.
Great Enigma in game 2. Even better Fury on game 3.
Yeah, he has completely set the tone for this team.
Every single time on the other side of the map, there is a Phantom Lancer farming, and Immortals do not have the heroes to be able to challenge him.
Yeah, it's this combo so far, Miposhka, Ghostic, that have just been killers.
Yeah.
Just the two of them. They haven't even fed away any kills, so they made the correct read every single time. And it's not as though Immortals is baiting any of their heroes either. So Empire feels very careful. They're like, oh, well, if any one hero shows, we know that this is just a one-off. And look at the positioning right now.
Apparently they want to defend this, see if they can go for a relocate play.
Miposhka, he's really tunneled in.
Dubu needs a really good Ice Shards, but Empire
He has a Quelling Blade, by the way. Both games he's bought a Quelling Blade on this 5 position to try to set up for these attempts. They're waiting right now for Velo to just be isolated.
Yeah.
Trying to see if he crosses the line by himself. They're pinging like crazy.
He's about to. But no, he's going to join the rest of his team.
I hope chat isn't like hashtagging Chappy. Come on, give it to Ghostic. Please, guys. I know that you'll always do the opposite what I ask. Just this once. As the Dire scan Febby, they know he's up here, Ghostic. He's not sure if there's anybody else, as MP might be the target right
He's
after.
waiting
But Febby
until
opened
Febby.
up
He's
on.
going to be able to go for him with the Orchid. MP has to turn and fight, see if he can actually get some sort of kill on one of the supports, but he's caught. He's dead as well. Dubu comes in, Walrus Punch, futile attempt. Yoku turns around on him, a Sucker Punch straight to Dubu. A Snowball, a futile waste of time as Dubu is still going to go down here. 3 different heroes, and now a dive into the bottom lane as well. They're feeling so confident, they're just going to go for this one. FN dodging a lot there with the Doppelganger.
And Ghostic TP's down at bottom to help out the rest of his team.
They're taking a tier 3 tower while they just took a fight at their own tier 2 at top lane. This is how far ahead this team is. This is how Empire feeling themselves right now.
Continuing that pace. I love it when teams can do that. More than a kill a minute. They said game 1 was so slow from our side. I think they did not like that kind of play style. And so they needed to speed things up. That's what they learned in their previous series against Secret. Play fast, get aggressive around the map. They've done that so far in this game. Now the first shrine being taken.
And it always sucks. Losing a tier 3 against a Furion. He just throws treants at your
What are
shrine.
those treants? Where are their faces?
They don't need faces.
That is horrific.
They are mindless minions of the Treant Protector.
I see.
Or, excuse me, Nature's Prophet.
Glimpse back onto MP. Miposhka continuing to play it very safe as Ghostic is on the hunt right now. Immortals, they have 3 heroes up here. And once again, they're split up. And that's why Empire can make this play every single time, because
A 3-on-3 turns onto a 4-on-3 as Ghostic comes in, gives him the vision to be able to get the glimpse back onto MP. Meanwhile, an Orchid onto Tusk to make sure he can't get a snowball save. So it's
And
up
the
to
lift.
Bebby, but he already had to relocate out used, so he's not going to be able to do anything to save his ally either. That was such a sick combination from Empire.
Yeah.
Yoku jumps forward, stops the relocate, and then Ghostic used the Orchid on the Tusk to stop the snowball.
very well done by Empire. And they keep making this play because nobody from Immortals, they're never going to be 5-manned. You'll always have the numbers advantage. Continue to make these plays. The supports have been more than enabled on the side of Empire so far. Whereas it looks like Immortals, not the kind of game they want. As the
Static
once again.
Storm, Roya just keeps on dying over and over again. He buys back. Maybe it'll scare Empire away. Maybe it won't. Doesn't really seem to matter. One way or another is Immortals, they're going to fight this one out. After all, it is Game 3 elimination for them on the line here at DreamLeague Season 9. And they haven't qualified for any other tournaments beside this one. So there are no second chances for Immortals.
Radiant's top shrine.
Ghostic already up to 3,000 gold. Queued up another Orchid, but don't think that is what he's going to go for. I'd hope not. That would be the ultimate disrespect play.
Rubik with a blink dagger too.
Okay, he finishes the blood there. Good, good. Still tops in net worth. Very impressive. Ghostic is 12-0-23. He's been in 25 of his 28 kills. Has not suffered a death in this game so far.
He's going to help his team take Roshan as well. Apparently just him and FN and a bunch of Treants and Illusions. And now next. Who gets the Aegis? Give it a Ghostic, guys.
Nope, they're going to give it to FN, who
All right.
is, by all accounts, very farmed. Ghostic at least has the option
Not
to
as
go for the
farmed as
buyback.
Ghostic, though.
Yeah, that is...
I can't believe he's top of the net worth.
I still can't believe that either.
That's impressive. Considering FN has just spent so much time farming this entire game, but
Kills
I guess,
matter more.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet gets to be a part of kills and farm, thanks to his ability to teleport around the map.
But all the cores on the side right now of Empire are quite farmed, as Orb's going to fly out. Going to try to send them back, as they should try some kind of like two-pronged approach.
Uh-oh, Yoku gonna be brought down to low ground Static Storm as well to make sure they do get that kill. No chance for a tether to safety here for the Wisp. Does have buyback. They've already used at least one buyback from Immortals to be able to protect their towers.
And the TP bottom as MP is forced out. Trying to keep tabs on this bottom lane.
25 minutes in, over a 25,000 gold lead for Team Empire.
Yeah, they've not slowed down at any point in this game so far.
Show us the win probability.
Let's see it.
I love it.
Oh,
So it actually dipped back up a little bit. You see that? Like half a
yeah,
percentage
it was
point?
like, it's 99% right
so
now.
it was 100%.
It was 100.
And now it's 99%. What in the world happened?
I did recently see a game, a 2% comeback though.
Uh-huh. That is true.
So
Eddie
anything
talked
can
about
happen.
it on the
Yeah.
couch.
That game is still like one of the funniest games. I don't even know if I call that high. It's just straight up funny. A 99% though is... what made it go from 100? 100 means like there was no
Yeah,
doubt at
there
any
is.
point. You can't go from 100% to...
And then some sort of miracle happened in the game, and the Immortals now have a 1% chance for victory.
It's all
Butterfly,
perspective
BKB.
though. You know?
Uh-huh.
That's the cool thing about Dota.
So what is the perspective that tells you that Immortals is winning? What kind of warp perspective is that?
The friendship was what was the real victory all along.
Snowball save onto the Phantom Assassin. MP needs a little bit more. That's why they get the relocate out. Wait, no. Not on MP. That was on the Tusk. You left your carry. Febby. Wrong target.
Everyone's laughing it up right now. Is Febby going to go down too? Nyx joins the godlike spree of Ghost Stick.
Oh, dear. Gyrocopter almost dies, but no, he's good. Glimpse back, Heal Scepter. Gonna go for Velo here. FN just challenges him. Doppelgangers away, breaking the static link.
They are having a hard time going high ground against this Puck, and this Razor are keeping things going right now.
Let it rain, Ghost Stick. Let it rain.
Feel the rhythm. Okay, is Miposhka once
Dude,
again.
Miposhka is wild with his Quelling Blade.
Yeah, I love it.
It's so cool how he just burrows through these areas and gets like these ward placements that you'll never see most of the time.
He got it last game too. Okay, surely though, now it's 100%.
Show me probability board.
100% to 0.
All right.
The game thinks that there's no possible way.
All right, production, let's close it up here. Congratulations, Team Empire. They're going to be moving on.
They haven't even taken like mega creeps or anything. There isn't even racks taken, and the game thinks it's 100%. That's crazy.
I mean, they're not wrong, right? Immortals' heroes are pretty bad at going late game.
100%. That is. Even in the game where Fnatic took mega creeps, they were only 98% favored. That's why I don't know how this number is like figured out, but.
Maybe there's some sort of asterisk to this 100%. You know, unlike in insurance claims, doesn't count acts of God.
Ah, sure.
And that's what Immortals need right now to be able to win this series. Some sort of natural disaster.
Aegis is going to fade. That is that noise. As Empire just continue to corral them inside their base.
Empire playing it nice and slow. Just keep on building up more than 1,000 gold per minute lead on Empire. And Immortals are finally going to push out of the base, go for a 5-man smoke. See, now is the time. Get a pick off of some sort, and they found Miposhka. That's going to be a decent one. Glimmer Cape. Oh, please tell me they have some counter vision. Whoa,
oh, no.
Sentry. That's going to be a bit too late. Okay, they do block in Miposhka, but I feel like the time has already passed. They can't go for this kill. Phantom Lancer with the double damage. Oh dear, Nyx is right on top of Velo too. He's already laying out the magic damage. Now here comes FN showing himself onto MP. They can't really save any of these heroes. Febby's just gonna be far too late on the relocate. Ends up getting glimpsed back anyway.
Yeah, and you can see it on the faces alone. They know the direction of this game. Empire gonna force their way bottom as GG's still not called, but this game all but wrapped up.
Let's see how many other phrases we can use to describe the end state of this game.
I felt like we kept it pretty exciting, even though.
Yeah.
Empire kept it exciting. They kept getting kills. They still kept up with their kill a minute pace.
Yeah, it's 37 kills, 31 minutes.
They more than.
Yo, Empire, time to go fountain diving and spam the laugh buttons at the same time.
41K, 42K.
Febby, well, he's gonna die. Not quite to the fountain. Couldn't even make it that far back. Double kill for FN right outside the fountain, and that will be what forces Immortals into a GG call. Empire win game 3 and keep their hopes alive for Corsair DreamLeague Season 9.
I don't think that Immortals got a kill for like 20 minutes straight. I remember them distinctly having 5 kills for quite some time. Wow, that was clean from the side of Empire. Ghost Stick on that Nature's Prophet. If he does not get the MVP, I will be sorely, and this will be a first, me being disappointed in Twitch chat.
You've never been disappointed in Twitch chat
they
before.
have never led me astray. Surely they
Twitch
did the
chat,
correct
do
thing.
not let Papa Blitz down. It doesn't feel good.
I already know
disappointed
that
in you.
Ghostic is winning this MVP. I'm not even going to watch the segment. It's all but finalized in my mind. He had a phenomenal Nature's Prophet. Like, that is the best NP game that you can ask for in an NP game.
Just remember, spam #Chappy.
No.
How do you feel about Empire after watching that series? Game 3, sure, it looked great, whatever, stomp. But they also won Game 2 pretty handedly. Felt like they really had a strong read on the game after that hiccup in Game 1.
They're not a bad team at all. Like, they're actually pretty good. It's just that Game 1 was a little bit of a throw, and I think it snowballed out of control. But aside from that, like, Game 3 was as clean as you can play it.
Do you think they adapted and learned anything from that first day into the second day?
Oh, for sure. They're playing faster.
Yeah.
Like, we always say that as casters, like, you need to play faster, and this time around they did.
All right. Is our panel alive?
Hello.
Ready to chime in?
Hi.
Hey.
It took a while for them to close it out, though.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your guys' expert analysis on this Game 3. Really get into the nitty-gritty of this song.
Oh, don't worry, we will. Thank you, guys.
Hello.
Yeah. So that game, you know, it actually started out with an aggressive trial, and I thought, oh, you know, Immortals, they're gonna set a pace. They're gonna do okay. I thought that for only a short period, though.
I wasn't really crazy about this aggressive trialing, because then you put the Nature's Prophet in a 1v1 versus Razor, and Nature's Prophet loves that. And then they like instantly switched the lanes up, and everything kind of just was a disaster, right? I think the puck was doing okay at the start of the game, but they were putting pressure on, and then the shared Ghostic, absolutely MVP for me in this game. He played phenomenally, but
I think MVP of the series.
MVP of the series, definitely, but the two supports on the side of Empire as well. We saw that Disruptor get level 6 pre-10 minutes. Similar with the Rubik too, they were all over the place making plays. That was the most impressive thing to me, is when the second game, the Rubik and the Senkin the Bane and the Senkin got active, and that's when they started pulling out ahead. Third game, similar thing. These supports were so important and crucial to make moves around the map.
They really adjusted. Like, if you look at the entire series, first game wasn't great for them. I mean, they lost that game, but then they just tweaked their performance, and it just got faster and faster.
Yeah, I like their draft the first game too. I just think that sure the OD was maybe a little bit lackluster, but they made a lot of mistakes and they just fell out of control. And the last two games looked a lot more like the Empire that we've been seeing, especially in like the qualifiers.
Yeah, I think definitely from yesterday and as you said, the Game 1, that was not Empire their finest. We knew that they could play better. We've seen good stuff from Empire online, and in that Game 2 and Game 3, it's very good for them to show that they can be consistent with that level of performance that they can bring in a lot of the qualifiers that we've seen and are able to perform here at LAN.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see more of Empire, and I think, you know, in terms of Immortals, there just seems to be some apparent issues. I think the PA pick, as I said, I've been wanting to see the PA pick all the time.
Yeah.
This was the one game where even I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if the PA is gonna be very strong here.
It's a hard hero.
This was not an easy game for it, and we sort of saw that come into play. Having a Gyre and PL duo core, and Gyre PL and Nature's Prophet get ahead at the start.
Yeah.
You're just never going to be able to catch these heroes back up.
The MVP of the match, according to Blitz, was Ghostic, and we can actually get him in on the Shiva show.
Oh, shoot.
Yep, Thomas is going to play him in. And we just have to wait for that door to open.
Oh.
Have the man himself walk through.
There he goes.
Hey!
Beautiful entrance.
Nice
Sit down.
It's in, man.
The microphone's on the floor over there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Quite the series you had there. A little bit of a slow start, but ended strong.
Yeah, we kind of knew that before game 2, we knew that we screwed our game 1 by ourselves, and so we were confident going by game 2. In game 2, so something like that.
Did you enjoy playing that Nature's Prophet that game? Because that looked fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. Also abusing this new chat wheel with Admirable and Mohahaha, what was nice.
I like the Admirable. That one's
Admirable
good.
is like tribute, you know.
Yeah.
In Game 3 Ghostic, when you saw that MP were going to whip out the MP PA, you know, we know that this team loves it. Did you guys feel pretty confident then? Were you worried at all about the PA?
We thought that they're gonna pick CK, not PA, but we were confident playing against PA because we don't think that's a good hero right now. We knew that he likes it, but we were sure that we will hold it.
What do you think went so wrong in game 1? Because I personally liked your guys' draft. I think like lots of mistakes, like you were saying. But what do you feel was the biggest problem?
Like We were not playing like a team, all running one by one, dying in random places, not holding a position versus Void, so something like that. It was the most like pub mistake, I guess. All wanted to farm, all our players, something like that.
For the games to come for you, because obviously you're moving forward, what are you going to focus on most to improve for your team?
On team play, like on moving like a team on our micro game is the most important for us right now, because we didn't have much practice before tournaments, so we're kind of struggling.
Yeah, because Mupashka wasn't there?
Yeah, so we're kind of struggling, working on it.
And if you were to give an MVP of this last game, because we had Twitch chat vote for the MVP. Yeah, you would. Yeah, I mean, he's pointing at himself. I don't blame you because I think.
Mipashka.
Oh, sure. Let's see what Twitch chat said. I hope they said you because that Nature's Prophet was phenomenal.
Hey, there we go.
There's
no, you got it.
You got it for your team.
Thank you, guys. Oh, I thought Mipashka also me. Like, I thought he has my face as well.
Yeah.
Like when I saw it, like.
Did he actually?
No, it's fine.
You're just playing all the roles. Hey, for us, our next matchup is OG versus Pain. Do you have any thoughts on that matchup for us?
Oh, I don't really know like what to say. I think OG gonna win this 2-1, I guess, because Spain have like something to show, I guess.
Yeah.
They were okay and WSG. I kinda watched them.
But OG is playing with a stand-in as well.
Yeah, with a stand-in, but they already qualified for MDL, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So I think they're fine with it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that.
Thanks.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us as well. I'm going to let you get back to your team, and we will continue on with the show as we have more Dota today. We are going to have 3 more series. That's right. And it's going to be OG versus Spain. We have to say goodbye to one more team. We obviously just said goodbye to Immortals. Any final thoughts on Immortals? Because you know this was their last showing here for.
I don't know. It's hard because they did their losses. I think were pretty. They were pretty nasty. Like they weren't close games. They were games where there was an obvious issue. But maybe.
But they won game 1.
You know, sure. And a lot of the times, you know, you come to LAN like this, Immortals. They haven't had that much experience as this current lineup on a LAN stage. You know, they played a lot of qualifiers. What have we seen them at? They made it to PGL, where they did have a better turnout. This was the PGL, of course, a few months ago, back in October, I believe.
Yeah.
Where they came in the top 4. But yeah, between then and now, nothing's really got better, as it seems.
Yeah, I think they have a not just like one thing to work on. They have a lot of different things to work on because like their drafts sometimes for me were a little bit weird, like picking PA and stuff like that too. I know they really love the hero, but not a strong hero. But it's they really need to work on a lot of things.
But I'd like to believe that they can do it. You know, speaking to some of the guys behind the scene, they've got a very passionate crew behind them at Immortals, and I'm sure that they're going to do everything to sort it out. Make sure they can get back on track to get some of those points.
I want the MVP, that feel of that fire where they just want to kill people, that bloodthirst. I didn't feel that so much with this team. Even when they were like, sure, when they had the void and stuff, they got some nice chronos. But even that game too, I'm like, Immortals.
The tempo wasn't very high.
Yeah, the old like MVP, the old Immortals, like these guys, these players, they would just kill. They don't care if they're behind.
Spear breaker.
We're fighting.
Sure, and I think that could be something as well. You know, as we've been saying, you're only halfway through the DPC, so there's a lot more patches to come out. Maybe we are yet to see the Immortals patch. We might see something come through that means that Immortals really find their own and can start winning those lands.
I think for Immortals, I mean, winning lands would be great, but I think their focus would be on the qualifiers.
Sure,
more than
I mean,
anything.
I think everyone's is. You know, even if you're in the top 8, maybe if you're at the bottom, you're always going to be having in your mind that you may have to play through the regionals, which, I mean, obviously they're a long way away, but I can guarantee that when we do come out and play, come out and watch the TI qualifiers, they're going to be pretty crazy. We're going to see a lot of big teams in there, I'm sure. Because, you know, a lot of things could happen. We may see more teams change, drop people, and end up having to play the qualifiers.
And we might see veggies just, you know.
Veggies.
Might see veggies do some stuff in that
NA region is going to be very difficult.
Yeah. NA, these guys, they're going to move to, I don't know, what is easy? I don't think there is any easy region at the moment, especially not for TI, because the amount of playing in.
It's actually, it's actually going to be very scary. But that indeed was it for Immortals here at the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9. We say goodbye to them. We're going to say goodbye to one more team today, OG or Pain. That is the best of 3 series coming up right after this break.